Thank you so much for you two joining me today. How are you two doing?
This
Go
part of
for
us
it.
is doing great.
We're
Yeah.
being too polite here. I'm feeling great, Brian. How are you?
Doing all right. Doing all right. You guys ready for the holiday season? We're kind of here.
Yeah, I don't think we have much of a choice, do we? We better be ready.
I
And
mean,
it
this is
happened so quick.
so quick. And it's also the perfect time because you guys are rolling out A Very Northville Christmas starting November 19th. I mean, this is the perfect way to celebrate the holiday season. Dave, what is it kind of like to step back into the world of, Christmas on stage?
It's well, with this particular show, it's a lot of fun. I'll tell you, I've done other Christmas shows before, and I'm not calling specifics, but there have been some that I haven't been real excited about. And this is fortunately for me, it's one that I had a lot of fun with. It's a fun script, and it's well the thought of stepping back in and doing the same part was intriguing. It sounded great. This time I'm directing, which is personally I think even more fun right now because you get to do you get to find all those little things that are that you didn't realize the first time around.
You get to have your
Getting to see
hands
it
in
through a new
everything.
lens.
Yeah, that's really it. Yep.
And Julie, you had kind of mentioned when we talked about the season preview that this is one that people who come to Tipping Point were very excited that it was coming back.
Yes. It was a huge hit the first time, which was 2 years ago. My first season as artistic director. And I don't know if I told you the story behind it, but Williamston Theater had done it the previous in 2021, I believe. Williamston, A Very Williamston Christmas, and the playwright Robert Hallmark contacted me immediately in January and said, I don't know, here you are in this position, and I think Northville would be the perfect setting for this play. And I agreed. So there we are. So we did it in 2020. Sorry, it's 2023. You have to excuse me with numbers sometimes. I'm off.
It's okay.
So yes, I started in 2022. So this was 2023 when we did A Very Northville Christmas. Williamston brought it back to their stage last year, and then we picked it up again this year. Is the same script, pretty much, right, Dave? It's the same script, but
Yes.
we've got changes, and Dave's been wonderful in creating some of, even though it's the same script, some different moments with it, and because we have a different cast this time, so it's always going to be new. So even though it runs the same Hallmark holiday plot, big city gal, will she fall in love with the small town guy? It also, has lots of opportunities for all of Dave's creativity. So, yeah.
What I love about them saying Northville is the perfect city for this is because it's truly like a Hallmark movie. When you walk down the mean street and stuff like that, it feels like you're stepping back into that feel,
Yeah.
It's absolutely true. When in 2022, when we were doing not A Very Northville Christmas, but It's a Wonderful Life, the live radio play, I had some guests that came to the show, and afterwards we went, downtown to have dinner, and it started to snow, and the couple said, oh my gosh, this is like a Hallmark holiday movie. And a week later was when I got the phone call from Williamston about doing the show.
Which that storyline that you just told is so like a Hallmark Hollywood movie.
I was just thinking, Dave, I was like, how much did she pay Hallmark to make it snow that day?
I know. It was so beautiful. And it was just the twinkly lights and the snow and everybody, cheerful because they've all had wine to drink. And it was fun.
Yeah, Northville is that small town that does have that feel where it's just like you think around every corner is going to be Mary Tyler Moore throwing her hat in the air. Just that kind of festiveness, happiness to it.
When I had not actually been to Northville until I started working with Tipping Point, and I didn't even know that this little town existed. And when I walked in there, I was like, it gives you that Frankenmuth vibe, but just that small town feeling that you don't get a lot of places around the Metro Detroit area anymore.
No.
Yeah.
You know, Dave, I think you should add that in the script. Tossing that. All I can do is think about that now.
It's a perfect scene.
I will say this. What we've been rehearsing, and Julia's not even seen what we've been rehearsing yet. Which
I'll see it on Friday.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right, yeah. And I'm looking so forward to seeing it because it has been with a whole new cast, different approaches. We're kind of really going through the script and looking for all the little things and realizing that, like, oh my gosh, we've been saying it this way. What if we said it this way instead? It would give and it's really finding, it's like you say, it's the same script, but I feel as if as fun and as good as that first run was, I think we've ramped up the playfulness where it's maybe a little closer to like a Naked Gun kind of thing, where just the not to say it's gone that far, but I think the humor itself comes a little more rapid fire than the previous run.
I can't wait to see it.
Good.
And truthfully, Dave, not trying to even butter you up or anything, but I feel like you are the perfect person to be able to find some of those nuances and pull some of that humor out of there or add different layers to it, because you have so much humor and you love to laugh and to smile, that it sounds like this is the perfect show for you to really get your hands on and to run with it.
That's so kind, but it's like I told the cast, they're I'm just asking them questions. They're coming up with the ideas, and then I'm claiming credit for them because I'm the director. So
absolutely, that's what you should always do,
right? Yeah, I'm riding their coattails and loving it.
So while this has, like you said, it's the same script and stuff, but you're really kind of making this a Northville Christmas, because this, can be adapted from any cities and stuff. Dave, how are you pulling in Northville to kind of make it a story that's centric to the city without, again, I don't want to spoil too much because I want people to see this and experience it, but I'm just wondering how you're kind of doing that as you're developing it.
It's there's a lot of specifics that are generalized in the script, or I should say a lot of the things that are generalized in the script, we are adding specifics to. Instead of just going to a restaurant, they're going to this particular restaurant. Instead of walking down a street, they're walking down this street. And little landmarks where we can. We're hitting as many Northville references as we can, but also to a point where if you're not from Northville, you're not going to be sitting in the audience going, I have no idea what they're talking about. This makes no sense to me. It still has, but it's just got that kind of edge to it. It's like when that rock star comes to town in the middle of one of their biggest hits, they go, "Hey, Detroit." No one goes, "Yeah, Detroit." I was down at Hart Plaza. Oh my gosh, I know where that is. That, so it's that, that kind of feeling where instead of just saying, going down the street, we can say, yeah, I was going down Griswold Street. Oh my gosh, that's right outside of the theater. But so there's a lot of little nuances like that, a lot of little winks to the audience. That
without alienating anybody.
Without alienating everybody. That is correct. Yeah.
No, in fact, Brian, this is the producer side coming out, but I'm saying the way I've sort of marketed this is that we spoof Northville and Hallmark holiday movies with loads of humor and love. Because that's really what we're doing. It's the combination of both. And one thing I will add, again, promoting this, but I'm promoting Tipping Point and Northville businesses, is that this play is the opportunity for Northville businesses to play a role in the play, because we've got lots of references as part of sponsorships. So it gives them lots of advertising and just a lot. They're mentioned in the play. They get to be on the program and the lobby screen and social media and the works. It's tons for a really minimal amount.
That's a great point. It is like with the local businesses, it's almost like they get a commercial out of the deal because working in the names of the places, we've almost for many of them tweaked the script to where it becomes not just saying their name, it becomes an advertisement for them. It's
Yeah.
not just saying like I got I got you a coffee from Coffee Joe's, or just using a fake
Right.
name. It'd be like, wow, this coffee's great, isn't it? It's from Coffee Joe's. That's where I get it all the time. Like that
Sure.
kind of
Yes.
complimentary mention of local places. And some of them I personally think are just very funny. I've been watching
Yeah.
the rehearsals, watching the same thing over, and like a 5-year-old, every time it happens, I'm like laughing at the same thing.
But truthfully, that also feels very Hallmark too, because they have the coffee
Mhm.
shop that they're talking about. They have the toy store, they have the Christmas decoration place. Like there's all of these very quintessential places that they stop. I seem like every Hallmark movie as they're celebrating. So like that fits right
Yeah,
in, and Northville gets to
Yes.
be a part of that.
Yes.
very
Julia,
true.
how
So
how has Northville been responding to that? Has there been like a nice reception to that?
yes. Yes, definitely. It's a great opportunity. We're going to
Yeah.
have a lot of people coming through. And yes, the Northville businesses that are participating, I don't want to give it all away now either,
Right.
because that is so joyful when they get represented on stage in a really big way. We've got some funny stuff and some new stuff in the script as well, and thanks to Dave. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and um, yeah, I think that and I don't know. Who knows if we'll do this again? I don't know. Maybe down the road. But I it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, I
Yes.
will say up front, there's a great opportunity if there's a coffee shop out there. It's almost like we've got just a part in there. It's like, well, okay, we're just gonna go with just coffee from a coffee shop. It's like,
That's
man,
right.
someone could get their name in there, and
That's
every
right.
performance it'll come up, and the whole room hears it.
Yes, I
Yeah.
will I will share this. The mayor will be there. Mayor Turnbull will be there on opening night playing the mayor.
Hmm.
So
That's
we
so
have some
cool.
and we'll have some other little guest appearances throughout that we're excited about. Yeah. But good
That's
point,
so
Dave,
cool.
because we need a coffee shop, don't we?
Yeah, it would be nice
Yeah.
to have one. Yeah.
It would be nice to have a coffee shop in Northville. So, you know.
So if you're a coffee shop in Northville, come on, reach out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or one other thing we needed was a Ann Arbor restaurant.
Oh
One Ann
yeah, yeah,
Arbor
yeah.
restaurant. We needed that. So if anybody from Ann Arbor is listening and wants to participate as a sponsor, that would be great. What else? Any others that we really need? Let me think.
And just
Um,
to let them know, it's I don't know how many performances are there of the show
I believe
altogether,
there's
do
27.
27. It's like buying 27 commercials on a television station. That
Right. I mean,
Absolutely.
but this is even more
exactly.
targeted because we've got a captive audience.
Yes. Well, 143 seats in the house. So, I'm not going to do the math right now. I'm not good at that, but
Mm.
but you get the idea. Thank you, Dave.
No, I don't
Uh,
know. I was just
but
randomly hitting my screen.
Yeah.
but if you think about it, it's not even just advertising, but like with it being Northville being such a small little corner of the metropolitan area, like you're walking out and you're right there. You know what I mean? Like right across the
Yes.
street now is a donut shop. Like I mean, there's all of these different places where
Hmm.
like you're gonna walk out, you can walk through that city and actually visit that place, which is
Yeah.
way much more than even just promoting your place.
Right.
That's a good
That
point.
is so true. Yeah.
That's like it's kind of reminiscent of those, when you get to the hotel room and you turn on the TV, there's the hotel's own channel, like enjoy our amenities. We have a
Yes.
pool 2 floors below you, and
And you don't even have to leave the building.
yeah, oh yeah. So it kind of like
Yeah.
it's a play and has that element to it, like that
Hmm.
kind of suggests, after this matinee, why not go have dinner over here at this place?
Yeah.
So I have a two-part question, and Dave, I'm gonna start with you. So why, the theme of this season is nostalgia. So why do you feel like this show fits so well in with nostalgia? But also, why do you think it continues to bring audiences in that they're asking for it for a second year?
The more successful shows have been like that. I think the nostalgia is that they enjoyed it so much the first time they want to relive that experience. I know this just to I'll digress for a second. That the
Please.
first show the theater ever did back in the day was a show called Don't Dress for Dinner, and that was a big hit for the theater to the point where they started their first season with that show and ended the season and remounted that show as it was. So it got kind of like 2 runs in its initial run and then brought it back another time
10th,
after that.
10th
But
year? Is it 10-year mark or
there was a
15?
10-year mark that,
Yeah,
was restaged similar
I
how
think.
we're doing this Christmas show now. But it's because you get people who enjoyed that experience so much, they're still calling the theater asking for that show. And I think this Christmas show is like that too, because it's just
Mhm.
it is one of those shows that a lot of shows people will see and maybe there's some that leave going like, well, that wasn't really my cup of tea, and other
Mhm.
people will be like, that sang to me. That was the best thing I've ever seen. But it's kind of rare that a show comes along that's 100% universal. And I think this one is about as close as that as you can get.
Mhm.
That the people who aren't enjoying it, we never want to see again. No, that's
They
not.
won't be back.
Yeah, that's right. They won't be missed. No, but I do think it's that fun and that playful where it's got something for everybody. You're gonna find
Mhm.
something in so many moments of this show that they're just gonna make you laugh and just gonna make you smile. That sounds hokey, but I swear it's true. I swear it's true.
But like, is it hokey like what Christmas is about here?
Uh, yeah, that's a good point too. I mean, it's I know being my age, having grown up like every year as a kid. I thought the benefit of VCRs even that it would be like, oh, good, all the good Christmas programs are coming back on. I get to rewatch Rudolph and Year Without a Santa Claus and Little Drummer Boy and all the cartoons. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. They would just run them like that once a year, so you'd only have that was almost like a gift in itself to be able to see
Mhm.
those each year, and that's I think a big part of the nostalgia that Christmas brings is it's why
Mhm.
people decorate their homes and all that. It's like they look
Mhm.
forward to that holiday spirit that visits once a year. I don't know how long Meadowbrook has been doing Christmas Carol every year, and it's like because it's successful, people want to see it. They want that, and this is in essence has the possibility of becoming that kind of tradition for
Mhm.
Tipping Point, yeah.
So, Brian, it's tradition. All those things that Dave just mentioned is becomes part of whether it's a family tradition, whether it's a friend's tradition. It's our comfort food, right?
Yeah.
It's all those things, and it's interesting because people kind of fall in different. Something for everything for everyone is something that when I am trying to figure out what to do for a season, and in that process where I'm curating, and what to do. Um, that is something that I always think of. I can't please everybody with every show, but I can usually try and find something for everyone. This show, what Dave was saying, has something for everyone. And there's people who love to watch the Christmas shows over and over again or have the same. I'm the opposite. Once I've seen a show, I am happy with that and I
Yeah.
will watch it maybe 10 years later, maybe, but maybe not. But the interesting thing about it though is that because I love the change up. I love seeing it once and then I love to see the next part. What's
Sure.
the process the next time? So that's just my brain. We have this in my family because, you know, my husband loves to watch It's a Wonderful Life every year, and I usually find something else to do in that moment. And even for those 2 hours. And not because I don't enjoy it. I do, but I know it already. So my brain is going quicker than what I'm visually taking in. So, it's interesting. I'm even laughing that nostalgia came out of and became sort of the theme for this. Um, because I had to wait until I had all the shows in place, and I was looking at it. Wow, there's some nostalgic elements in all of it. And so that's where that came from. But all that nostalgia stuff has a lot of benefits,
For
and
sure.
and it's really great for this time of year as well, because it helps us, get through and move through and find joy again. So
Hmm.
I think it's really important.
One of
Yeah.
the things I love about you, Julia, so much is that my next question was going to be, you had talked about it being people mentioning it being like a tradition almost now at Tipping Point to come to the show. And so I had it marked down and you brought it right back up for me. So
I did this last time too, didn't I?
You did, but that's good because like you said, you're always thinking ahead, which is like you're predicting both It's a Wonderful Life and my questions.
Not on purpose, Brian.
No, but truthfully, I think that you're right that like this is something that goes into tradition of not even just for this show, but like the holidays are full of them. People have things that they do with their family. Going to see a show, I mean, from when I was a young kid, I remember my mom would take us to see the Rockettes when they visited, the Fox Theater as a kid. And so, like, even though I haven't seen A Northville Christmas, this is already hitting nostalgic factors for me because it reminds
Yes.
me of that same experience I grew up on.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it hits those Christmas tropes real well. Those the things that everyone's going to recognize, not just from Hallmark movies, but elements of so many different Christmas movies. The nod to a Christmas Carol, where it's like someone's heart needs to be melted so they can find the true meaning of Christmas, and that kind of thing. But and really utilizes those elements. Everyone's going to
Yeah.
have those. Oh, I recognize what's going on here. Moments in the show.
I mean, that's important though, too, because again, that makes your heart feel all fuzzy and warm. As long as you have hot chocolate at that point, you're good, right?
That's it. Yep. This show is hot cocoa for the soul.
I love that. You should put that on a banner or a t-shirt.
There it is. Hot
That's it.
cocoa for the soul. I love it. I'm going to write it down right now.
Yeah, when you finally get the coffee shop, you need to put that in there. Be like, yeah, it's like hot cocoa for the soul.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's coffee.
But it's coffee.
Even better.
So with this pulling from so many different like kind of Christmas themes and Christmas tropes and kind of all of those warm and fuzzy feelings, Dave, what really stands out to you about the theme of the show that like seems to resonate the most with you at this time?
About this time of year, that's I gotta confess, I don't know if there's anything that stands out that's particularly Christmas overall. It's clearly it's a
Sure.
Christmas story. It's got Christmas elements, but I think what stands out to me is certainly the comedy. It's just I just love how it's how playful and joyful it is. And the love story behind it. I think there's as silly as it gets at moments, there's a really beautiful little love story going on that they land well in their own reality. The characters do, and you really do find yourself rooting for them, like seeing these these missed opportunities where it's like, they could have got together then if they just it's one of those stories, like I've been saying that during rehearsal, it's like maybe two characters will start to go in, and it's like, and that's when this one comes in and interrupts and pointing out, like, if you don't interrupt them, the play's going to end right there, because that's that's the goal. So it's like we have to keep interrupting them and finding ways to avoid them getting together, and it starts to get deeper as to the obstacles in their way. But that's what it is. Like with a lot of movies or TV shows, you're going to have the audience thinking, oh, that's going to divide them further. We have to get them together somehow, and rooting for them. And I think how it weaves its way about that is silly in a very lovely way.
I was gonna say I can already picture audiences responding with like gasps and groans almost, of being like, "Oh, they almost kissed," like it was almost there. We almost had it.
Yeah. It's that remains the day kind of,
and in all honesty, we're A Very Northville Christmas. You're not coming to see it for the plot.
Oh,
You're not, because it is a standard. It's a what am I trying to say? But it's a standard plot that we play. But what you're coming for is the hope for love, no matter what. The hope for love, the joy that brings. And that something could go wrong, and it does, and life isn't perfect, and it shows in the script. It's all of that.
sure.
So it's the imperfections in a perfect world.
Yeah.
And
the car chase. We've added 2 car chases.
Whoa, I didn't know about that.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Is one of them a jewel heist?
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
it was a feat to get him in the door.
There's a Netflix Christmas movie coming out this year that's about 2 jewel heists, and so the fact that you just said that, I mean, anything's possible around Christmas, apparently.
That's right. We really pay tribute to Die Hard, which, when you come down to it, everyone's favorite Christmas movie.
Oh.
Am I going to get in trouble for saying I've never seen Die Hard? Is that a prerequisite for coming to the show?
No, I wouldn't get you in trouble, but I honestly envy you, because that's one of those movies I wish I could see for the first time all over again.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for the 2 of you being here and for talking about A Northville Christmas. We are so excited to see it. But thank you for chatting about it, and we look forward to a good run for it.
Oh, Brian, thank you so much. I have to say, my cheeks are hurting from smiling right now.
My cheeks are hurting from sitting.
What did you say?
I prepared my cheeks because I knew Dave was going to be here, and I said last time I hurt for days after laughing so hard, so I had to do some exercises.
I know.
My cheeks are hurting from sitting on them so long, so that's
it's time to end now.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, I hope to see you at the theater. I hope you're able to make it. I think you'll really.
I hope that your cheeks feel better by then.
Thank you kindly,
Brian. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
you're so
great
welcome.
to see you, buddy.
All right.
A Very Northville Christmas arrives at the Tipping Point Theater on November 19th and runs through December 21st. So get your tickets now from the box office or their website, and we'll see you at the show.